Suppy sup kiddos, tis your boy. Today is I guess a monumentous day. A reason to celebrate, or at least reflect. It has been 10 years since I started this channel. Back in 2015, I was still in college and I was recording from the townhouse that I was renting. I had like 3 other roommates, and so things have definitely changed. There's been a lot of things that have changed over the last 10 years, but at the same time, things have been rather consistent. I guess things change at a clip that is easy enough to reorient to. Let's say that. I have like one brain cell in my head that's like fucking stupid and won't shut the fuck up. It wants me to tell you that I made dinner today and it came out really fucking good. Maybe I'll take a picture of, I'll like prepare another plate so y'all can see it, but it came out well, and my one brain cell wanted me to tell you that. Yeah, things have changed over the last 10 years, but I don't think at a rate that I can't handle, and the things that I couldn't, we just kind of figured it out. I know I was thinking about the purpose of this channel, the reason I started it. It was mainly because I was a college student and I was on the brink of graduating, and I knew that I would need to be able to communicate to people in order to obtain employment. And I think that while it did not really succeed in helping me to get a job, it has definitely helped me to achieve personhood, which is, well, it's huge. It's really big. I listen to a lot of true crime. I spend a lot of time listening to just bizarre shit and fucked up shit and things that make people's skin crawl. I watched this channel called Pugzer. I love that fucking channel. Extreme Book Club is it's kind of reinvigorated my desire to read. Like, I have House of Leaves and I've started it and restarted it and started it again, and I just have such a hard time with words. Like, I definitely was, like, I had some kind of learning disability as a kid. I have a hard time with words, and it's only gotten worse over time, and the brain fog from COVID only helped to exacerbate it. But I feel like I should get back into reading for real, because watching some of those reviews and summaries of the books is just, some of those books they just sound amazing. Like, the horror sounds fucking amazing. Off to See the Riverman, that sounds really good. But anyway, I guess if you guys are into like extreme splatterpunk, like not just run-of-the-mill like Midnight Meat Train, like I'm saying, like, there's some really disturbing shit that happens in some of these books. It's a bit off the beaten path. If you like Fear and Hunger, it's more like along those lines, where like if you're into that kind of bizarre shit, I would say maybe look into just any of his videos. They're really good. And House of Leaves, like, on the list of books that are like disturbing, it's a disturbing book, kind of. It's just, it's very poignant, and it's ergodic, and it's just a cool and innovative story. I'm on a tangent. Let's talk about the channel and how it has helped me to become more of a person. I spend not a negligible amount of time and energy on true crime and just bizarre happenings in the world, like cave diving gone wrong, that kind of shit. And I've found that it's very weird, being a person that I am, how often I find that I relate to school shooters. That's fucking insane to even think it, but now I'm saying it, and it's true. Honestly, on the list of things on the fucking bingo card, discovering that I can relate to school shooters is definitely not one that I suspected would happen this year. But I have to be honest with myself. A lot of the ideologies that I hear from some of these unhinged motherfuckers, I was definitely on the path towards that as a kid. Like, I was incredibly misanthropic, and I have issues with natalism. I have issues with suicidality, and a lot of school shooters, like, it's a lot of just extremely suicidal. And I'm not a person that like feels the need to bring people with me, so like I don't think there would ever be an issue for me. I'm not so fucking far gone that like I want to hurt people, because I just don't give a fuck about people enough to hurt them. But also, like, I don't want to hurt people, and so I don't really foresee having issues enough. And I feel like I'm past that point, like past the point of like influence, to the point that I feel like need to enact whatever shit onto others. But yeah, I can definitely say that some of the thought processes, some of the neuroses, I definitely, I kind of do relate to. And it just made me think about when I took my autism assessment, the psychiatrist or the psychologist that was going over my results, he was like, you have a lot of weird shit on here that seems like you should be institutionalized. If you have these issues, like if you're for real about this, you shouldn't be out in general populace. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? And I think it's just my thoughts are just really fucked up and bad. And I'm okay at insulating the world from like what's going on up here, because what the fuck? And I think, to bring it back, that this channel has helped me to be less of a sociopath, to be fucking honest, because it certainly isn't to the extremes or to the degree that a school shooter feels, you know, these fucking problems. But I definitely have had times where I was like, oh yeah, no, I get that. You know, that's the way I feel. And I would suspect that some people might hear my thoughts about certain things and think they are pretty extreme, but they're not hills to die on. They're not hills to hurt on. And so I don't feel like this is like me exposing myself or like a fucking confession that, you know, we can look back on after something horrible happened. But it is important to acknowledge and reflect upon those parts of yourself that are prickly, that are dark, that aren't necessarily reflective of a fulfilled and constructive human being. And yeah, some of my thoughts are pretty fucking destructive, and not just to myself. And having this channel made me aware of how misanthropic I was, and it allowed me a chance to build a framework in which I could understand myself in a way that I hadn't even tried to do before. And it is pretty profound to find that I very much enjoy helping people. And while I have a very bleak, unflattering regard towards humanity and society in general, I would like for the world to be a place worth existing in. And if I'm not doing my part to make that happen, then I'm just as bad as the people I fucking hate. I think that is what makes my channel worth watching, because it's a lot of me really stumbling through being a human being. And in very many ways, I still don't feel connected to the human experience. I literally had such an unhinged fucking thought the other day where I was sitting in the car. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I just said, damn, I'm so fucking glad I'm not a person, so I don't have to feel like that. And it never even crossed my mind. Like, my second thought was like, yeah, no, that sucks. My third thought was like, Oh, wait. I am a person. I don't know. I still feel quite disconnected, not just from my own experience, but from the human experience. I don't see it as my own. But I do think this channel has helped me to at least feel like I am, well, not existing in the same dimension as people. At least I can see through the veil a little bit, you know? And I thought that maybe I actually did like the math because I have 2,230 something subscribers. And I was like, well, I don't really have a lot to show for 10 years of having this channel. It's kind of fucking pathetic. And I thought, like, whoa, has it ever been about that? Has that ever fucking mattered to you? And I think at the beginning it did. And then it just didn't. And now I feel like, should I try to like actually make this channel like a channel that people want to watch? I don't know. Because I had a moment where I was like, well, maybe I should just stop. But I don't feel like I should just stop. And I don't feel like if I did, I would feel better. But I definitely did consider it and have been considering it. Because what do I have to offer? What am I fucking doing here, you know? And then I looked at last year is when I hit 2,000. And that means within the last year I have gained 230. And so I did the math of 2,000 divided by 9 years, and 222 a year is the average. It's definitely not how I gained subscribers, because I have like stints where people find the anal video and go the fuck off on it. But I'm kind of on the right track, or at least within reasonably reliable parameters as far as the growth of my channel. And I don't know if maybe I should do something different. I had a moment earlier this year when I remembered, or earlier this month, I remembered like, well, sometime this month is the anniversary of this channel. And I was thinking it was at the beginning of August, but it actually was at the end of August. And so I was going to do a video on the 8th, and I was feeling real motherfucking sorry for myself and thinking like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Because like my views are like so fucking low. Like all of a sudden, like it will be amazing to get 100. But that has never been what the channel is about. I guess it's that I'm putting a bit more work into the videos as far as like editing them. But I'm not doing a crazy amount. And I'm not particularly entertaining. And so, what the fuck do you expect? But then I think, like, should I try to be more entertaining? Would y'all want that? Is that what I want? I don't know. But I do appreciate everyone that's here and has continued to stick around and be a source of inspiration and motivation and a shoulder to cry on when shit goes bad, because it goes bad often and for seemingly no fucking reason. Like sometimes I'll just be fucking gone and it is what it is. And so I do appreciate having somebody in my corner outside of like my family, because I don't really talk to my family or my partner about stuff on this channel in the way that I do here. I don't really delve into things that I find worthwhile and interesting, because I feel like they don't get it. And the times that I have tried, it just doesn't go anywhere. And so I'd rather not waste my breath and manage expectation. And I appreciate that I don't have to do that here. Yeah, thank you for that. And I don't know what the future holds, of course, but I hope things, at least for future Finn, are better than how they are for present and past Finn. Because I feel like they deserve that. And we'll see if that's something that I can provide. But yeah, that was it. I just appreciate having y'all here. And I'll try to continue to, because I mean, my issues with concentration have been ongoing. And I want to go over my autism assessment, like the notes and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. And I end up just not doing them. I've never known myself to be a procrastinator, but I fucking am. But somehow it happened. But I appreciate y'all being here regardless. It does mean a lot. Just to feel like somebody's listening. And if just one person gets it, it kind of makes all the difference in the world. But yeah, until next time.